animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets to coast. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 13-yard line.
Check. Walk it before. Tighten up.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 16, Foles. And that's incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Foles. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now Foles. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now a dump off here complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said,
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He sets to fire deep and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, no score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota being chased out left, and the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Dumps it off to Fournette. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And finding Keelan Cole. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Fournette running right. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jarrell Casey, his second sack of the night. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Titans getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You don't want nothing. One.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Come on now, let's go.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And a big one. across here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he locates Walker, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's got the ball, comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
Derrick Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Henry. Trucks over him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 3rd and goal, Mariota. Forced touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Mariota to throw it. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of of scrimmage, back at the 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Chris Conley. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Gain of 16 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10. At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
12.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
With it is Jackson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A second down run with Lewis. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Lewis here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Blue 18.
Focus, defense, focus.
Henry out of the pistol. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. He's tired of you.
Here you go.
Now Foles. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. This is Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
13.
Watch the
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Cameron Wake in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jayon Brown, his 2nd sack of the night. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180.
He'll look to throw. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Check, check. Go, go, go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute, and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me